Welcome to Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. Join us as we meet From the Land of Kansas members and explore new recipes using local Kansas ingredients and products.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome back to Midday in Kansas. Finishing things up with some succotash. Chef Alli, a couple interns from the Kansas Department of Agriculture. Corey and Taylor joining us to talk about what the Department of Ag is promoting. And it's kind of all promoting stuff that is inside the dish that we're making today, right, Alli?
It is, absolutely, except for one ingredient, and we'll talk about that here shortly.
Okay. But we're going to talk about, you know, the smartphones have really changed the world. Literally, it's crazy all the things we can get. We can now find where we have farmers markets all across the state and more, right, Corey?
Yeah, so on the Kansas Fresh app, you can actually, it has a lot of cool features, but the two that are my favorite are the locator, which allows you to find specialty crops and sources to find those specialty crops in your area. And then there's also a recipe feature that gives you recipes using specialty crops.
And let's talk a little bit more about specialty crops. It's not something like completely weird or out of the ordinary, but specialty crops include things that are not necessarily planted on a row crop here in Kansas, right, Taylor?
Correct. Specialty crops are usually fresh fruits, vegetables, honey, and nuts.
Okay, so check it out. Lots of great pop-up stands and
All over.
You might surprise you where you can find all these things here in the state of Kansas, right?
And so in our succotash, we have a lot of local Kansas products that are, or Kansas vegetables that are grown locally, obviously, right in here today. The succotash, the corn, the tomatoes, you're all going to find those in season right now. But we also have that ingredient that you mentioned earlier, Chris, that is not a Kansas product, edamame. This is a baby soybean, and a lot of people grow these actually in their home gardens, and so you might see them at a farmer's market for sale, but it's not a row crop that we actually.
I was going to say, lots of people
are
are yelling at the TV going, wait a second, there is millions of acres of edamame here in Kansas.
Millions of acres of soybeans, but not
edamame.
Not baby soybeans.
Not baby soybeans.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we
that's
learn
an
something new every day.
Yeah. But that replaces the lima beans in our succotash, because a lot of times people will say, if it's got lima beans, I'm not having it. But the edamame is nice and sweet and fresh. And then we've also got our okra in there. And I might point out really quickly, this is the okra that we desire, not these. This gets the bad rap as it gets older and more mature. It gets also that lovely feature of slime.
Yeah. Common sense would indicate that you pick the fresh green looking thing over the black and slimy looking item, right?
Exactly.
Right.
That's right. And on those recipes that the girls mentioned on the Kansas Fresh app, we loaded up the 40 recipes that we created with the Farmers Market recipe cards called Savor the Season. And this is actually one of the recipes from these that we created with From the Land of Kansas.
It looks good. We eat with our eyes first, and it looks very
Isn't
appetizing.
that beautiful?
Can't wait to dig into
and
that.
you can have it on the table in 15 minutes. So I love a good speedy skillet meal.
All right, check out the app one more time, guys. What is it?
Kansas Fresh.
And it's free to download on the App Store.
Yes.
All right, Alli, thanks so much. It's
You
on
bet.
your website too, right?
ChefAllies.com, or visit FromTheLandOfKansas.com to find out more about all of our member businesses.
All right, why is this corn tucked away back here? Are
It's
you
a
hiding it for
secret,
something?
yes,
Is that
it's
for
for our
something else?
kitchen snack later.
Okay. All right, thanks for watching Midday in Kansas. We hope to see you tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. Have a great rest of your day.
Make sure to tune in the second and fourth Thursday of every month to meet more From the Land of Kansas members. Remember, visit FromTheLandOfKansas.com to explore and find Kansas foods, products, and services.